Hey, what's going on? I'm BoneSickle, and this is another video of the PlayStation 4 version of Warframe. This game, we happen to be farming the Zanuka Hunter, who drops the blueprint and pieces for the Detron, as well as pigments if you happen to be researching that in your dojo, which is what we were doing right here. I have a previous video I posted when we were farming the Groostrag 3, which is the Grenier assassin who drops the pieces for the Brack, the trio of them, and the Zanuka Hunter is the Corpus assassin. So obviously we all four have death marks. In the last video when we were doing the Groostrag 3, it was RJ and myself, and we happened to be in public. I had used a recruiting chat tab to find two other people that day that also had the Groostrag death mark, which is something that I don't usually do. Not a big fan of just playing with random people personally, but lucked up right here, and we got a full 4-player squad of Star Lancer clan mates. So Xwing's clan that RJ and I and Hellbringer are now in. So all four of us had death marks. So we were actually trying to get the pigments to drop from him because that was our next to last color to finish in the dojo. We have the Stalker after this. We saved the Vahek and Zanuka Hunter and the Stalker for last. So we're actually going to get 4 pigments out of this, which is pretty nice. Personally, I already have all the have had all the pieces for the Detron, have completed the Detron long ago, so I'm not really concerned about what piece he drops, but I am using my Nekros to try and desecrate him to see if I can get him to give a double drop, not for the pigments of course, because that wouldn't work, but a double drop for the weapon pieces for RJ and Hellbringer, I guess, who still need to complete the Detron. And I had used the Nekros in the last video when I did the thing with the Groostrag 3, and that worked out pretty well. Of course, I actually did need a piece for the Brack there. So anyway, the Zanuka Hunter is going to spawn on me shortly, which is pretty nice. And basically what we're doing right here, we decided to just do a survival because the assassins are supposed to show up within the first 4 or 5 minutes, and if they don't, basically if they don't show up within the first 5 minutes, then you don't expect them to at all. So we were just kind of running this over and over. As soon as we got to 5 minutes, obviously if they hadn't showed up, we just leave and try it again to maximize our chances. And so there's the flicker, and now we know that someone is showing up, and there it is again, and he's talking to me. So I'm trying to get everybody to group up right over here. We're just gonna blast through this joker and drop some energy restore to make sure I have plenty of desecration energy, even though that's not really going to work out for me right here anyway. But yeah, pretty effective tactic just to get, you know, 4 people with the death mark and play a mission. So he shows up and my teammates just obliterate him. I mean, he's dead. Like, I didn't even get a hit on him, and now I'm trying to desecrate like way late. Like, he's already, I think he got completely smashed out of existence. Like, he didn't leave a corpse or anything. So anyway, I'm just gonna desecrate like crazy here just for the fool of it. And we got the Detron receiver, which is not the piece that anyone needed, I guess. I don't know, I guess Hellbringer didn't have anything for it at the moment, but I think Xwing had already finished it. Maybe RJ needed the blueprint or something, I can't remember. But that didn't work out. But we did get the pigments. I didn't pick any up, but that's the way that the pigments work. Is, you know, it's like a kind of like a Kubro egg. It's first come, first served. But we're all in the same clan, so it doesn't matter. So my other clanmates picked up the 4 pigments, and we went and dropped those off. RJ was instrumental in getting the majority of those pigments, but this allowed us to finish the Zanuka Hunter pretty much. RJ finished that off, and then it's on to farming pigments for the Stalker, and then we will have all of the dojo colors. So actually made pretty quick and swift work of that. When I used to play Gundam Battle Operation on the PS3, I posted videos for that, and that game had so much freaking lag in it that it was like weird glitches would happen literally every other match. Still a lot of fun to play, but I got to the point where I would just post like weird stuff at the end of my videos and just call it lag of the day, just little clips of of the crazy bugs that we had experienced or whatever. And I'm definitely not going to start doing that with Warframe, and I wouldn't have to, because thankfully Warframe is virtually buggy, you know, glitch free. Console versions have very few instances of just weird stuff happening. I mean, there are, you know, some weird server issues, but as far as like in-game bugs and stuff, I'm speaking from the experience of hundreds of hours of gameplay. Don't encounter a lot of problems, but I did have something really weird happen with the Excalibur the other day, where I was doing like a sliding melee attack, and he just got stuck in that, and I'm going to tag that on to the end here, but I am going to go ahead and edit to the end of the mission. The end of the mission here, just to cut down on time for the video, because you don't need to see us run around for another minute and a half. But yep, the update 17 for the consoles has officially been submitted to CERT. We should be getting that really soon. Completely looking forward to that. You can see we got 3 neural sensors out of that. That was lucky. Detron receiver. So there you go. I lost my death mark. So now we're at 3 out of 4 for that. But that's been the video. Thanks for watching. And here comes some weird glitchy Excalibur stuff.